Oh wow, buckle in, get ready for fun and learning. This is a homeschool pop U.S. States video. In this video, we're learning some awesome things about the state of Ohio. We're going to learn all about Ohio. So whether you know a lot about it already, or if you're kind of new to the state of Ohio, there's something here for everyone. So we hope you're settled in and ready to learn. The first thing we're going to learn about Ohio is where is it? Where is the state of Ohio? Yay! Alright, here is a map of the United States of America. Now, where is the state of Ohio? Do you know already? Where is it? Where is Ohio? Yeah, the state of Ohio is right here. Right here! If you ever want to visit, this is where Ohio is in the United States of America. It's in a region of the United States called the Midwest. Yeah, Ohio is a Midwestern state. Hey, I wonder if Ohio, this Midwestern state, if the state of Ohio has any nicknames. I wonder if there are any other names that Ohio goes by. We are going to actually look at two nicknames that are commonly used for the state of Ohio. The first common nickname for the state of Ohio is the Buckeye State. The Buckeye State! If anyone ever says, I'm going to the Buckeye State, you're going to be like, what? You're going to Ohio! Alright, so you might be wondering, why is Ohio called the Buckeye State? What does the word Buckeye even mean? Why is Ohio called the Buckeye State? Well, that word Buckeye comes from something called the Buckeye tree, which you can see pictured right here. The Buckeye tree. There are lots of Buckeye trees in Ohio, and it makes sense that the state tree of Ohio is the Buckeye tree, also commonly called the Ohio Buckeye. The Buckeye tree gets its name from the seeds. They used to remind people of the eyes of bucks or deer, so they called them Buckeyes because they almost look like little eyes, the eyes of a buck. These seeds are kept in special cases that have these prickles all over them. Now, this prickly case ends up breaking down over time, releasing the seeds so that more Buckeye trees can grow. These prickly cases can carry 1 to 3 seeds. Just make sure if they look yummy to you not to eat them because they are not good for eating. Okay, they're not good for eating. Don't eat these. The nickname became popular during William Harrison's presidential campaign in the year 1840. William Harrison was a military hero who was born in Virginia but lived in Ohio. During his campaign, he used Buckeye timbers, that is, the wood from Buckeye trees, and long strings of Buckeyes in his campaign emblem. And it worked because he later became President of the United States. Ever since then, Ohio has been popularly known as the Buckeye State. Ohio has another common nickname. Ohio is also known as the Birthplace of Aviation. The word aviation means the use of aircraft as in flight, like planes. These men here, the Wright brothers, were incredible inventors and engineers, and what they did was they invented, built, and flew the world's first successful airplane. Isn't that incredible? Wow! The Wright brothers lived in Ohio, and it was in Ohio that they did all the designing, all the planning, where they actually created the aircraft that they used. All the work was done in Ohio, and the Wright brothers were from Ohio. When they were finished, they took the aircraft from Ohio to North Carolina, and it was in North Carolina where they had their first successful flight. There was confusion about which place was the birthplace. Was it Ohio or was it North Carolina? And in 2003, Congress declared Ohio the birthplace of aviation. Alright, now it's time to look at the flag of the state of Ohio. The flag of Ohio is called the Ohio Burgee. A burgee is a type of flag that is often triangular. The Ohio state flag is the only U.S. state flag that is not rectangular. The red, white, and blue reference the union with the United States of America. And that disc on the left-hand side of that flag, you can see that O for Ohio. Isn't that cool? It's a pretty cool flag. You know, it's not rectangular. It's pretty awesome. It's got red, white, and blue. It's got the O on it. This is the Ohio flag. We hope you're having fun because we're not done yet. Now we're going to look at a couple of really cool places in Ohio. Near the center of the state is the city of Columbus. Columbus is the capital and largest city in Ohio. A couple of other major cities in Ohio are Cleveland to the north and also Cincinnati to the southwest. Okay, now we are at our final question. What is the state bird of Ohio? The state bird of Ohio is the cardinal. The cardinal is an easy bird to spot because of the red feathers. But what's interesting is that cardinals live in all of Ohio's 88 counties, and they can be found in rural settings, urban settings. There are cardinals everywhere in the state of Ohio. Thanks for watching this homeschool pop video on the state of Ohio, the Buckeye State, the birthplace of aviation.